Guys, this is Trombone. I don't know what the hell to call this. I was gonna make it a This Week in Bronze. I went through, and you guys deserve better for that series. So I still wanted to talk about this. There's still some pretty good information in here. Um, Plus, more uploads don't hurt a channel either. Um, and oh shit, my face. Here it is. Uh, Enjoy. I know I just lost all of my subscribers for seeing my face, but I hope because most of you are my friends, you'll stick around. Uh, anyway, talking about itemization. Now that's boring ass shit. And probably for something like what's next because it's a little more serious. But I make the videos, so and asking if LCS is a different game is also boring. And that seemed to go pretty well. So here we go. There is a Blitzmord thing going on that I really want to talk about. But everyone is going to dodge, and I think it's so bad that I'll probably never cover it in bronze. Maybe I'll do like a short kind of thing as part of like what's next. But I'm actually never gonna try it myself. Anyway, what that was good. I really want to cover it, but I think everyone's gonna dodge, and I really think it's awful in bronze. So I'm not gonna cover it. Playing it anyways, but I'll try to get you guys in the loop and why I think it's just terrible for this elo. Talking about itemization. Granted, I really wanted to insult your intelligence because it's one of my favorite things to do to people, but I'm not going to, and I'm just going to assume that you know what itemization is. Being the items you buy for champions and why. See what I did there? Pretty good, huh? So I thought we'd just talk about certain items on certain lanes, but that's stupid, and if I didn't start learning really basic things about this game recently by watching other YouTubers, I would want to explain to me a few steps back. So we're going to talk about kits. The term that everyone uses in game, but when you hear them talk, only about half of those people understand really what that is. So see, I still got to insult your intelligence. Score. Otherwise, if you want to listen to a stupid bronzy try to describe what champion kits are, or just watch me talk, not look at the camera, and do goofy ass shit with my eyebrows and my hair, apparently. Inverted shit. Here we go. So when people talk about kits, and I mean the ones that really know what they're talking about, so pretty much the exact opposite of me. You hear them talk, and what they're talking about is things that the champion is designed to do, and the things that those champions do well with that particular set of skills that they have. So for instance, like Camille. Why, why haven't we talked about Camille? Anyway, so she's this duelist. She's really designed to do a lot of dueling one-on-ones. She's really good lane, and she's kind of a lane bully. Her kit is set up in such a way that she's allowed to do that, and the way that you want to buy items for that, so you kind of buy a Triforce. She's got that Q that does on-hit damage, and it does that true damage. So when you get a Triforce, it adds a little bit more, lets you shred through, kind of eat up people a little better. And for instance, with her, her slow and her gap closer, there's not really items for that. Those are just really good things that she has built into her kit, along with that little bit of life steal. So you really don't have to focus on that too early, and she can still be that lane bully that she wants to be. As far as other items, you kind of buy a black cleaver, give her a little bit more sustain and shred through armor, so that way that damage that she does do actually goes through. She has a little bit of sustain through those duels, and she can really get to her opponent, which is what she wants to do. um, to get through those grueling duelings. But yeah, so that's kind of an example for you of what a kit is. Now we're going to kind of dive into the practice tool, and kind of see what hurts a champion when you don't really build to their kit. When you build good items, right? They're not bad on other champions or bad items at all. They're not dumpster items, but when they don't fit the champion's kit, you're really reducing what you want to do on that champion, and it kind of inhibits your ability to do what the champion was designed to do, and it kind of hurts you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So here, for instance, we have Twitch set up with lethality, right? Lethality is not bad by any means. Got him set up with some Ninja Tabby because we've heard a lot about that. We'll maybe talk about that a little bit later if we have time. And then we got an Essence Reaver and an Infinity Edge just to kind of round it out. He's not doing bad damage. You can kind of see. It's not terrible. I mean, he's maybe doing 600 or 700 damage per second. So his DPS is okay. But here we have, the Bork, the Rune-Ins, and kind of finished it off with a little bit of crit. We even threw a GA in there. And even with that defensive item, because he's a little immobile, he's set up to be, fast stacking things. He's stacking Fervor, stacking everything. Even with that defensive item, he's still doing around 1100 DPS. So, that's kind of how his kit's designed and how it's set up. Sorry, I just like the victory screen because I don't get to win much. So there, what the idea was to kind of show you is, Twitch is set up to do, stacking poison, stacking fervor. He does really well with attack speed, and if you have the right items, the Blade of the Rune King with the on-hit damage, you have a little crit in there to kind of help out that attack speed that he's already getting off. His kit actually adapts to those items. It doesn't adapt. It's set up for those items to allow him to do a lot more damage per second, a lot more damage. He's an 80 carry. He's set up to do damage. So when you really hinder him with the wrong items and what he's designed to do, he's designed to be a little more immobile, but do a lot of damage per second. A little bit of AoE, but mostly singled to multiple targets if you have a Rune-Ins. And that's why you kind of have a Rune-Ins, right? Because he's really good at doing single target. You set up that Rune-Ins, he can start stacking poison on other things. Kind of helps him out to have his E do a little bit more damage. Point there being, you can set someone up with good items, and yeah, they'll do fine. But to really optimize your items with the kit that champion was designed to do is really what you want to do in the long run. It'll help you out. And that's kind of how items work a little bit. That's why you want to get certain items. And I don't want to delve too deep into items and their actives and their passive. Please read them. That's something that took me a while to do. But if you read those items and you kind of know what your champion wants to do, chances are you have a main or a couple other champions. Just kind of see what they want to do and buy your items to kind of fit that style. It's going to end up helping you in the long run do a little bit more damage, get in those fights. So the next thing I really want to talk about here, another part that's built into your kits as it relates to 80 carries, a few other champions, but mostly 80 carries, is tower taking. So, Jin's a lot more bursty. You took that tower down pretty quick. You stack up your hand cannon and it just goes to town. Twitch, a lot better at wave clear towers. He's a lot slower. I guess trying to prove with that is, even if your kit is set up the right way, even if your kit is set up in such a way that you're doing what the champion wants to do, your champion's not good at everything. And that's something that Riot's been really focusing on for a long time. It's just something to look into. As far as everything, that's kind of kits and items. Synergize them. It's something, I don't want to discourage anybody from doing fun things, because there's a lot of fun shit you can do in bronze, especially. I mean, people think that Korean challengers where all of the crazy ass shit builds that sometimes where it come from, but I like to believe that it's from bronze, where I live. So truth be told, I don't want to discourage you from doing anything, but if you're really looking to climb, if you're really looking to improve your gameplay, it's just a little thing that I wanted to cover to really make sure that you can go and improve. There wasn't a lot of humor in this one. I think my face takes away a lot of my humor. That sucks. Anyway, let's roll the credits, which is also my face. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really wanted to cover this because it's just kind of a thing of mine. I want to teach a little bit. lacked a lot of my humor. I mean, my face kind of makes up for that. It's kind of funny looking. So, but other than that, I do apologize. We'll try to get them a little more lighthearted in the future. Maybe throw in a couple of curse words. I don't know. That's kind of my thing. That's Magic Carp's thing first, but I like to swear too. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Glad I could put this out so soon. It's really kind of up to you guys at this point. If you want to see more of my face, which is weird and conceited, but if that's what you want to see, then let me know. I can get videos out a lot faster. This is a lot easier. Talking about weird thing. It's almost more of a vlog on League, what I want to talk about. But if you guys kind of want more of that humor, other style, I appreciate your guys' comments. And if you have a little bit of input, if there's something that you want to see on the channel, I highly encourage you guys to hit me up with that. Now that I do have a camera, we can maybe start doing streaming. I have a Twitch account set up for this channel already. If that's something you want to see, listen to me and Eric do weird shit, that's totally a possibility. Other than that, leave comments and give me some input. Let me make this channel great for you guys. If I'm teaching people that don't want to be taught, that's fine. I don't really want to do that. If you guys just want stupid jokes or less of my face, just let me know. Anyway, either way, thank you. I really appreciate your guys' views, your input, likes, dislikes, subscriptions. But it's you guys that make it worth it in the end. So if it's not worth it to you guys, let me know. I'll work on it. Other than that, thank you guys so much, and until next time.